Guy, you are dreamy. Your taste in blue shirts and 5-octave musical superstars, it's deeply, deeply attractive to me. But I can't keep spending all my time with you.
Guy, as a digital embodiment in the game world who falls in love with Millie, is a distant counterpart to programmer Keys.
I love you, Millie. You know, maybe that is my programming talking, but guess what? Someone wrote that program. I'm just a love letter to you. Somewhere out there is the author.
Although the real embodiment may not directly correspond to the virtual embodiment in the virtual situation, it can often be relied on by the latter.
You brought him to life. You brought him to life. And he was alive.
Therefore, the love story between Guy and Millie is a digital communication narrative spanning the reality and the virtual. The development of Key's love with Millie instead of Guy is a digital communication narrative completed by reality with the help of the virtual.
She was the same as mine.
When we talk about virtual existence, which aspect of embodiment theory are we referring to? In cognitive science, the path for embodiment research to escape the shackles of a priori and corporeality is toward a contextual epistemology. Enactive becomes an equally important concept as embodiment. In other words, the embodiment is developed in interaction, in the virtual space. A subject that has come online from form to soul is no longer just an identity. Further, a digital person with full consciousness and practice is not enough to be called a body in the biological sense, but it's close to a body in the practical aspect of the action. The interlocutor in the virtual context has a multiplicity of bodies in the context of perception, identity, movement, interaction rules, and acquires a multitude of selves. Apart from inaccessible physical parts, the virtual self can be described as half of the paradigmatic embodiment. The missing half is filled by the medium, reinforced by technology, and created and invented by interaction. The embodiment of digital interactions refers to the human in multiple contexts in which the real and the virtual are intertwined. It is not necessarily a better state of the human mind. Its major crisis is likely to be at four ends. Excessive ego, perceived indulgence, blurred identity, and developmental imbalance. But this new kind of existence, as a further human interaction and conquest, has become the technological trend of digital civilization, exploring the possibilities of its extension, fission, virtualization, and diffusion for a newer version of the human being.